give us the sound off.
Oh, right, okay. Okay, we're calling in the teachers. Hi, it's Karen Bauer again, talking about classical Chinese medicine. Today I'm going to give you a case study. It's the story of a person I've been treating, and they had a very difficult disease. They had autoimmune disease of the lung, which made it hard to breathe. Even talking was a challenge, much less going up and down stairs. She couldn't take the subway. So this young woman is only 30, but she's being considered for a lung transplant. That's very serious. We've heard of heart transplants, we've heard of liver transplants. They're difficult. Lung transplants are much, much more difficult. They're much less successful. And even if they succeed, the person only has 5 to 10 years that they will survive after the surgery. So it's a very difficult thing to be facing at age 30. She also has 2 young children, and she's raising them on her own. She's divorced, and I really wanted to help her stay alive long enough to see her kids grow up. She's a lovely person. So I did what's called divergent meridians on her. Divergent meridians are very unusual. They're kind of mysterious because in the classical medical texts, they're written about very obliquely. You can hardly understand what they're saying. You really have to study with someone who was trained by a master of Chinese medicine to really know what they're about. The book, you can't make sense of it in the book. I was lucky enough to study with Jeffrey Yuen. And what they do is they work with the deepest, darkest, coldest, most solid energies in the body. That would be the bones, the bone marrow, the DNA, the brain, this whole aspect of the body, the deepest part of the body. And they work between that and then the most surface energy in the body. That's the Wei Qi. That is hot, aggressive energy. That's our immune system on the skin. It's also inside our mouth and our throat, all the way through our alimentary tract. And that energy is what protects us from microbes, protects us from too much weather, hot or cold. It's very protective and very aggressive. So they're kind of the opposite ends of the pole, very yin and very yang. Well, these meridians are the only ones that can interact between those 2 levels of energy in the body. So what we do is we take the deepest energy, we call to that energy and bring it up. It grabs wherever that hot energy is overacting, in her case the lung, and bring it down and bury that hot burning energy into the deepest, coldest, quietest energies to keep it latent. Now, I did only 2 treatments on her. She was not able to come into the office very often. It's very difficult for her to travel with her condition. So in between sessions, I had her treat her own divergent meridians by using essential oils on certain points. I showed her where they were, and she did it 3 days on and 3 days off for a month. So she did that 1 month. She took some time off, and then she started the sequence again. Also, I gave her some herbs, a classical formula that is designed to nutritionally support the lung. Specifically, it helps treat the chronic inflammation of the mucus linings of the respiratory tract. So that was a perfect match for her. And 3 months after we started treatment, she went up before the board of doctors who were going to give her the lung transplant to be evaluated. And I was so excited. She called me that night and said, I don't have to have the lung transplant. I was thrilled to hear this. So I just wanted to tell the story because a lot of people with autoimmune disease don't think there's any hope. I know it runs in my family, so I have friends too that are suffering from autoimmune disease. So I just want to give people hope and know that there is in Chinese medicine, in the classical medicine, we have meridians that specifically treat autoimmune disease. So we don't cure it, but we can put it into latency and allow the person to have a happy and long life, a much healthier life than they could otherwise have had. So I'm signing off for today. If you want to get more videos, just hit the button for submitting your email, and I'll let you know next time I have another video. Thanks a lot. Karen Bauer signing off.
Nice.
Good.